fine. Embroidery on delicate fabric. Now, the embroidery on delicate fabric, that was for one single item that we've calculated there. But on the wedding dress, we're going to do 15 times designs as the as the layout approved. Which means now I just go and say my quantity now just changed from 1 to 15, and that is immediately up. Design is the same thing. Bridesmaids is there. There will be 3 bridesmaids, not 1. So I'm going to change the bridesmaids to 3. 3 bridesmaids items. Mother of the bride is 1. Evening wear is 1. I'm done. My option is created, and now my invoice is standing, or my quotation, depending on which way you want to look at it. But my quotation and invoice is standing at this point in time at 25,000 Rand. And I can now just scroll down to the bottom and say, how do I want to pay? I want to have payment in PayPal. It's in dollars. When do I want it paid? I want it paid within a week from now. If there was tax involved, I can go and say, right, we have a 14% sales tax. So immediately if I go and add 14% sales tax, it will create sales tax and add sales tax to that value. But if there's no sales tax involved or no VAT involved, I can just take it back to 0. That would be the case there. I can now go and say save and preview the item. And if I click on save and preview the item, it will go up and it will give me the email that will be sent out. So there's the email that will be sent out to the client, and the client can go and click on the invoice and get the invoice from there. At this stage, what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to go and say save for later. Also like to show you now is while we're in the invoice system, I want to show you the invoice settings so that you have an idea of what you can do there as well. And you'll see it saved the invoice for me, and there's my list of invoices that I have there, and I can now, when the customer pays me, click on that item there and go and mark it as paid, and then apply that, and you'll see that it immediately will change that status there to being paid. So let's wait for that, and it will roll over, and you should see now it's marked as paid. So the system that we've created for you not only creates and helps you to run your business, make sure that you've got the right prices, but it also helps you to run your administration so that you know which customers have paid you, which haven't paid you yet. And like you can see on this list here, there's an invoice that we sent out 2 days ago. There was a test invoice that we did that wasn't sent out yet, but there's one that's sent out. So you can also see when the invoices is sent out to the client, and the client will get that. Right. Let's go over onto the web invoice site and just go and look at the template. You can see there's templates there. Let's go and look at settings quickly, and I can take you through the settings screen for the invoices. There you will specify your complete business information there. So if we start off from the side, payment methods that I want to use, there's quite a few. I can use to checkout, alert pay, money broker, PayPal. I can also go and press control and add ins, and then I would basically have direct banking information as well. So I can have more than one option there. If it's PayPal, you put your PayPal email address in there, and then the information that you have there, PayPal button, if you want to have a specific PayPal button added to it. Your other banking details, you'll see there at the bottom, this is the place where you'll put your banking details in. So you can go and specify your banking details so that the guy can pay you with the EFT. So that's done. I'm just going to go and say update this. And we're going to go and look over at the different information there. It's done. Right, we go back. Look at the main section. In the main section, it tells us what do we want to see on the page and who can manage it. So you can have an assistant or somebody like that working there, load them as a user, and if they have editor rights or author rights or contributor rights, you can allocate that rights to that person, and that person will be able to use the invoicing system for you as well. And the default currency, you'll set up your default currency there. You'll